Back to Cameron Stadium, a first down and 10 for the Enid Plainsmen at their own 47-yard line. Enid leading 23-20 after the Eisenhower timeout. Devin Pratt, the tailback, 26 carries tonight, 209 yards. Big night for him. He just picked up 16. Here we go on first down. They give it to Pratt again. He comes to the near side, and he's across the 50 down to the 45, down to the 42-yard line. That's another gain of 10 or 11 before the Eagles can finally bring him down.
I think you're going to see Eisenhower get a big, huge dose of Pratt for a while now.
Well, as we talked about, from the 42, first and 10, until you prove you can stop him, that's what's going to happen. First and 10, they give it to Pratt. He goes left side, and this time the Eagles are there, and he only gets 2 yards on first down.
And this is the time of the game, and a little bit later tonight, but this time of the game when you start seeing the line start to wear down a little bit, you may be seeing a little bit of that here. It's just that constant pounding of Pratt that can get you more tired.
Second down and about 8 coming up. And again, they hand it to Pratt near side, and the Eagles are on top of him. Vince got him, and Moana's in on him, and he picks up maybe a yard. It's going to bring up third down and about 7 for Enid.
Yeah, that time, again, Vint comes from that defensive end position, and just catches him from the backside and helps get him on the ground.
So if you're Enid, you give it to him again? 3rd and 7.
I'd keep giving it to him.
3rd down and 7. Trips to the far side, 1 to the near side. And they're going to pump fake. He's got a man going down this near sideline. Brewer's right there with him. And he juggles the ball, and does he make the catch? He does, inside the 10-yard line at the 6. That was a nice catch for the Enid Plainsman. Making the reception was Brian Banks.
That's there
good
again.
Coverage.
Yeah, it's good coverage, but he's right where he should be. He's got to knock that ball down. He's in perfect position to do it and just misses it.
So it'll be a first down and goal for the Plainsmen at the 6-yard line with 1:08 to go in the third quarter. There's the snap. They give it to Pratt. He's over the right side. He gets a couple of yards. He's inside the 5 to about the 3. It'll bring up second down and goal.
And I'm be shocked if anybody gets the ball besides him in the next 3 plays.
3 plays. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter of play. Enid leading by 3, 23-20. They give it to Pratt again, trying to breaks it outside, and he does, and he is in for the touchdown. Alex Paquin just can't bring him down, and it's a 29-20 game with the extra point coming up.
Yeah, it's just, again, you're starting to see, you can see the fatigue starting to set in. They just can't get off blocks like they were doing earlier in the game.
So extra point coming up. Kedrick Ridgway missed his first one, hasn't missed since. Had a field goal in the first half as well. That extra point attempt is up and good. Timeout on the field. 39 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's Enid 30, Eisenhower 20. This is Eisenhower Football on Magic 95. Well, the Enid Plainsmen just went 68 yards in 7 plays. Devin Pratt has his 3rd touchdown of the night. It was a 3-yard run, and they're back to a 10-point lead. 30-20. They led by 10 earlier in the third quarter, and the Eagles stormed back and took a 4-point lead. Enid has responded with touchdowns on their last 2 possessions. There's the kickoff. It's high. Far sideline is going to hit the ground at the 15. Bussey gets at the 10. Coming near side, 15-20. Straight up the middle. 30-yard line, 35-40, 45-50. Far sideline, he's gone. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eisenhower. An 85-yard kickoff return by Rico Bussey. Well, for the second time tonight, Enid has taken a 10-point lead, and the Eagles have got a non-conventional score.
You take them however you can get them. But, hey, if I'm again, why do you ever kick off to him? I don't get it.
It is a new coaching staff. You think where they would have looked at last year's game and seen, hey, that guy burned us with a touchdown last year with a on a kickoff.
He's had 200 and something yards offense tonight. It just
Paul Kester on to try the extra point. Kick is up and good. Timeout on the field. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is Enid 30, Eisenhower 27. This is Eisenhower Football on Magic 95. We are back at Cameron Stadium. 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Matt, it was 9-6 at the half. There have been 6 touchdowns scored in the third quarter of this football game.
Yeah, the 3 by each team. But the thing is that Eisenhower scored one offense, defense, special team.
Well, the Eagles, though, here's the thing. They only ran 10 plays so far in this quarter. Enid has run 26, so we've talked about this wear-down factor. That could certainly be a factor. Here's the kickoff. Takes a big bounce, and they're going to field it at the 23-yard line to the 25, looking for somewhere to go. Goes up the middle across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Deion Randall returning it. So with 22 seconds to go in the third quarter of play, Enid's going to get the football first down and 10. They're going to set it down at their own 36-yard line. Again, this would be the sixth possession of the third quarter. The Eagles have only had it 3 times. So here we go. First down and 10. It's a handoff to Pratt. Left side. And he gets a couple yards, and maybe 1 yard, and that's all. It's going to bring up second down and 9, and that's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter. And we got a flag.
Yeah, it's from the back. It was like, I don't know what that was way late. It was after the play. I don't know if
too many men on the field? Well, who knows?
I don't know if maybe somebody running in late on that tackle or what. I'm not real sure.
We had 12 on the field. That would explain a couple of things. So we got an illegal substitution. That's going to prolong the third quarter. First down and 10 now at the Eisenhower 49-yard line for Enid. There's the snap. Handoff to Pratt. He's hit by Vint behind the line of scrimmage, and a couple of other Eagles are there, as well as Moana is there for Eisenhower. He's going to lose 1.5 yards on that first down carry, and that's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Hang on to your hat, folks. This is going to be an exciting one. This is Eisenhower Football on Magic 95. Well, we're back at Cameron Stadium. Steve Adams along with Matt Lewis, Mike Newell on the sideline, and Mike, is it upbeat down there?
Yeah, it's pretty positive right now. I think that, they're still in this game. They realize that. It's just going to take a couple of big stops here to get the ball back, and let's get something going.
Okay, the ball now at the right at the 50-yard line. The drive started at the Eisenhower 49. They lost 1 yard on first down play. Here we go on second down and 11 now for the Plainsmen. There's the snap. Quarterback's back to pass. He's got some pressure by Vint. He's going to throw. It's picked off by Bussey at the 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Eisenhower.
If you've ever defended a screen, you couldn't do it any better than Eisenhower did it right there. And, I mean, Bussey, he basically threw that right to Bussey. I don't know what. He must either, I don't know if he didn't see him or what, because there's nobody else there.
Javon Vint was right in his face. He never saw him.
Wow. Well, he had a little pressure. He's rolling out to his right. Vint was giving chase, and someone else was down there. Let's see now. The Eagles lead at 33-30. They're looking at the 2-point conversion now. They say, nah, we're going to go for 1. The second interception return of the night for the Eagles for a touchdown. So the extra point coming up now from Paul Kester. There's the snap. Kick is up. It's good. Timeout on the field. 11:49 to go in the football game. Eisenhower 34, Enid 30. This is Eisenhower Football on Magic 95. In the last 8 minutes and 34 seconds of the football game, 49 points have been scored. The Eisenhower Eagles lead it by a score of 34-30.
Bussey has 3 touchdowns tonight.
Kickoff return,
Special
interception
teams,
return,
defense, offense.
So
his
stock keeps rising.
I don't know if I've ever seen one guy get all 3 of them. If I have, it's been a long time.
Here's the kickoff. It's right down the middle, but it's bouncing. We got all kinds of. I think the Eagles were probably offside. They've been kind of jumping the gun a little bit on that. Rico Bussey was a 45-yard interception return, but once again, this is going to end up being the 7th possession for Enid in the second half. The Eagles have had the ball 3 times. And they got the ball to start the second half. So that's going to cost the Eagles 5 yards. From the 35-yard line, there's the kickoff. It's high, it's short, taken by an up man at the 35. To the 40, breaks free, all the way across midfield, all the way down to the 45-yard line in Eisenhower territory. So with the penalty, it's going to be Pratt returning the football, and it's going to be a good return out to the Eisenhower 46-yard line. So they're going to start at the 46 with 11:44 to go in the football game. The Eagles leading by 4, 34-30.